working it out for good. Yo,
Yeah.
we is back. Episode number 9. Flexing on them. What's up, Cortez? Brother
What up,
Cortez. Came
Cortez?
back to the sports show. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
that,
I'm proud
that
of you,
profile over
man.
there. 5'5", brother. Look at
Yeah,
that.
bro. Yeah.
Brother looking Gucci over there. But yeah, man,
Very
we're
colorful.
back with
Very
episode
colorful.
9 of the Not the Same podcast sports show where we talk about all type of sports. Somebody said, so are y'all going to talk about women's and men's volleyball? Hold on. I got an answer for that. Hold on one second. Let me find it. No. No, we're
Hold
not.
on. Unless something spectacular happens.
What up, D? How you doing,
You know
D?
what I'm saying? Like
Yes, unless something
it's
spectacular happens.
like it's a double digger spike or some stuff like that. I know. I know.
Be
Hey,
careful.
listen.
Be careful with them one words, man. Be careful, dog. What up, B plus? What up,
B
Glenn
plus,
from
what's
Canada?
good? What's up, D?
Hey, B,
What's up,
how
Glenn?
you feeling about last week, man? We know B plus is a fan of Cincinnati. Cincinnati got to the playoffs. Played Alabama, man. Look, I was really wanting Cincinnati. I knew they weren't gonna win, but I wanted them to show well. I don't think they showed bad, but Alabama is kind of like a boa constrictor. You know what I'm saying? You ever see a boa constrictor when they get their prey, they just get to wrap it around, they squeeze the life, and it's like you almost there, but you got to be quicker than that. That's how it was for Cincinnati, man. I wanted Cincinnati to show well, though, for real, though.
Brother, I already told you.
What's
They
that?
gave them too much time
That's
to
right.
prep.
Bro, them
Go
cameras
back and listen
crispy.
last week.
Thank you, Tez. Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
it, man.
We trying to learn, man. Watch and learn. Cincinnati speed and size was crazy. Yes. Look, man, we weren't gonna go all the way into this, but look, this is what happened, man. Me and Rob was texting during the game. At the
You know what I'm
beginning,
doing.
Alabama scored very, very quickly. I believe they may have got an interception and scored, so it was like 10-3 or something like that. Cincinnati was right there at the goal line, had an open man, threw it there. You know what kept happening? Them taps, man, because Alabama's offensive line was very, very big, man. And every time they was about to get a touchdown, they threw it, they knocked it down. It just didn't work out, man. But hey, Cincinnati showed well for the non-Power 5, man. Miss Winder still in the beginning. Go Bears. True fan. You know what I mean? But yeah, they show well for the non-Power 5, man. Nothing to hold their head down about, man.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Batted balls, Paul. Yes. But it actually happened. But it was a lot of batted balls. You are right. It was a lot of them. You talking college, right? Yeah, we were talking college.
Yeah, college
Cortez,
football.
look at Cortez, boy. Look at him. Getting educated on these sports around here.
He's learning something. We're learning
All right, man.
something.
Without further ado, Rob, let's see what's popping, brother.
What's popping?
All right. Number one, what is popping? Big Ben, which is Ben Roethlisberger, plays his last regular season game? Question mark. Yes. It seems like he has played his last regular season game. I was watching it, man. It was very touching. Big Ben had tears in his eyes. His family came out. You know, Big Ben remind me of like the white Kendrick Perkins. You know, a big, heavy-set brother, big beard, you know what I mean, burly guy, looking real Santa Claus-ish. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell it kind of hit his heart, man. You know what I mean? The Raw hook up that one word with a ticket back to Tampa. Nah, he was in New York watching Ja Morant dunk on folks.
Yeah,
but
he was.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Talk about it.
We'll talk about it a little bit later. Yeah. That one word, definitely. He is that one word. But yeah, it seems like Big Ben has played his last game in Pittsburgh. He had a very good career for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I mean?
He did.
Don't we got a Steelers fan to be on here? Just James. He ain't on there tonight.
Yeah, he's not
just
on
James
here
is a Steelers fan. But yeah, they have he had a very good storied career, man. You know what I'm saying? Not the greatest quarterback, but he got a couple of chips in his bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what I say, man. Everybody talked about Big Ben. This should have been his last year because of his yards. But if you think about over his career, Ben is having a stellar career. He right in the pocket. I mean, a stellar year. He right in the pocket for what he been doing his whole career, man. He got, let's see, he thrown for more yards this year than he did about 12 of his seasons. Less, I think, the least amount of interceptions, and I think I found 12 previous seasons from that. So 3 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 of them winning the championship. Big Ben has nothing to hang his hat on. I mean, he's 39. This is his 18th year in the league, and the last couple of years been injury riddled. So it's time for him to hang it up, bro. It's time.
Yeah, nothing to hold his head down about, man.
At
but
all.
Look,
he a champion.
The fact that Big Ben is going to come away from a season that's not losing shows how great Mike Tomlin is as a coach. Mike Tomlin is an awesome coach. Do y'all know he has never had a losing
Never,
season? I think he's been the
never,
coach like 15 years. Never
never.
had a losing season, Craig.
That's to
And
say
and listen,
something.
Big Ben been hurt a couple of them seasons. Never
Yeah,
had a losing season. That is an
never.
awesome coach. And when they do the what up, Just James? Yep, for sure. Hall of
Yeah,
Famer.
we talking about. We just
Talk about
mentioned
your
you, Just
team.
James.
He got the colors
Yeah,
on right there. But yeah, man, and what's crazy about that? This is funny, but when they had the Mike Tomlin biopic, we know who the actor gonna be. It's
oh
gonna
yeah.
be Omar Epps.
Omar Epps got it to the fullest.
King Kev, what's up, brother? What's
What's
up,
going
Dirty? Just
on?
stopped by to show some love and support. Appreciate you,
Hey,
bro. Love you,
appreciate
man.
that, bro.
And I know that brother right there is happy. Klay Thompson will be coming back this weekend. And Warriors
Yeah,
are a tough team,
yeah,
boy. They
boy,
serious. All right,
boy.
man. The next thing, national championship will be a SEC rematch. Rob, what you think about that, man? We're talking about the college football national championship will be between the Georgia Bulldogs, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, which has nothing to do with an elephant, but they call I don't get that. Anyway,
Look, man,
go ahead, brother.
this is how I feel. I've been saying nobody wants to see a SEC rematch for the championship game, but I've
Mm-hmm.
been on Georgia train
Since the very beginning of the
since the
season.
very beginning. I've been saying it, and I kept getting the nope, and they made their way all the way to the championship. And I get a yep this week. All
Yep.
right, okay.
I mean, you at least should get one that
but-
made to the championship.
You're right. But I said this last week, and I'm gonna
Yep.
say it again. When you give that man that much time to prep for a
You did say it.
team,
He said it.
they're gonna win. Like Alabama, y'all might as well crown them. Do I want Georgia to win? Yeah, I want to stay on that midnight train to Georgia. I've been on it
Yeah.
all season long, but
I just thought about what you said. On the midnight train to Georgia. Anyway, go ahead.
but
bro.
guess what? That mug getting ready to get rolled right on
Music
off the
of my
track.
parents, music of my parents' childhood, of our parents'
Of
childhood.
our parents' childhood. The point that I'm making is it's about to get rolled tide right up off that track because
Yeah.
unless
You know
they
what-
get their running game going. Go ahead, see.
And it's crazy that Alabama is not favored in this game. Georgia is favored, which is crazy. Did nobody watch the SEC championship game? It wasn't close. Like they
wasn't.
mud stomped them. And you know
Yeah,
what's
they
gonna
did.
happen again? They gonna mud stomp them. You know,
Yeah.
I know Georgia's been good all year. Georgia should be able to beat Alabama.
They should.
I'm telling you, Nick Saban has on these coaches is what Tiger Woods used to have on the rest of the people in the PGA. Mind control, Craig. Mind control.
Hey,
You think you're
them
gonna
teams
win?
be-
No, you're
hey,
not gonna
them
win.
teams be winning, but yeah. But when
Hey,
Alabama
you know what
come
I'm
in, they
saying?
be losing again.
Right.
Now,
Just like
what I will-
Smokey said. You know what I mean?
Look, the unique thing about this, it's only the third time in NCAA history that
DJ
a
G, what up,
conference-
sir? Go ahead, bro.
What's going on? What's going on, G? This is only the third time in NCAA football history that conference teams have played each other for a championship.
Mhm.
So I think that is pretty unique. I just feel like it's gonna be boring, man.
You know what's
I really
crazy
do.
about it? It's the third time, and two of the times have been the same teams that's playing. The last time that it happened again was Georgia and Alabama. Ain't that crazy?
So
Crazy,
yeah,
crazy,
that's
crazy.
like the Patriots
Anyway.
did the Jaguars. Yeah, because they mud stomped them, boy. That was a 50. They put up 50, and we ain't even talking about that right now.
Homie DJ G said my parents had me in a Steelers coat and hat when I was a youngin'. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I saw
mean,
this
but
earlier.
still-
If I got to say this, Just
ahead.
James said I literally cried on Monday. Hey man, look, if you watch that, it's really
Oh, touching.
it was touching, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm not a Steelers fan, but it was touching, man. I had all his kids out there. His wife was out there. He was about to walk out. He walked back out again just to get some more of it to suck it up, you know. And he should, you know what I'm saying? Take your victory lap, Big Ben. Know what I mean?
What I don't want is for
Uh-huh.
him to do what some of the other sports guys in the past have done. They take their victory lap, they get amped up, and then come back for a sorry season. Don't do
sit
that,
on
man.
down, dog. Go on, sit down. You know.
No, your knees, your hip, no part of your lower extremities are gonna allow you to play next year because that
None of
boy
it.
is hurt. He's
Yes.
hurting.
NFC, AFC standings. Rob, what you got?
Real quick, brother. Yeah, you threw me off. Okay, in the AFC West, you got the Bills
Throw
and the
him off. That boy
Patriots
was
both.
ready. Look how quick
Yeah,
he
I was.
jumped into it. He
Hey,
got it.
hey, you got the AFC West. Bills and Patriots are both 10-6. I am still rolling with the Patriots, especially what D just said.
Yeah.
I'm still rolling with them to win that division. They're gonna have to prove me right this week, though.
Uh-huh.
AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs all day long, 11-5.
Yeah.
AFC North, hey, them Bengals gonna be a problem.
Man,
But
that
they 10 and
is
6.
tough.
They
That
gonna be
is
a
tough.
problem. They gonna be a
Look,
problem.
side
Hey,
note, my
Burrow
bad.
is not a bum. Go ahead.
On the other side, that Bengals and Chiefs game was a classic,
man.
boy.
Yeah, man.
Man, Joe Burrow is something nice. He
Hey,
got hurt,
Burrow
but
is
man,
a
that boy
problem.
is something nice. Him and
Yeah.
Jamar Chase had the game of his life, man.
Yeah.
Rookie. Catching that thing. Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
In the AFC South, you got them Titans. I know you're not a big fan, even though you're from Tennessee. It's a little different.
Hey,
11-5
King
in
Henry
the
coming back,
South.
though. He practiced today, so hey.
Yeah,
And they number one.
11
They
and-
number one seed.
Hey, AFC South, 11-5, and if they about to get Henry back, it's gonna be trouble. Anyway,
Yep.
NFC East, Cowboys 11-5. You see what they did last week. In the West, you got the 12-4 Rams was gonna mess around and lose again, and then the Cardinals 11-5, which I just talked about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy ain't never lost in Cowboys Stadium. That's to say something.
Who is
From
it?
high school, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Yeah.
From high school to college to NFL, he has never lost in Jerry's house. That's to say something, bro. Packers 13-3.
Yeah.
And then you got the Buccaneers in the South at 12-4. I truly feel still it's gonna be Packers and the Buccaneers for the NFC Championship. I really do. That's
Last
just
but
my
not
opinion.
least, AB Antonio Brown. Now he had like something. He sneak peek. He gonna be the one word of the day. He had a very big one word moment this weekend when he left the field in the middle of the game. Now we know he may have some mental issues, but look, man, mental issues and all that. Wrong is wrong. One word. Anyway, AB still not released. What does it mean? What does it mean, Rob? Because the coach said on Sunday, we're not going to talk about a player that's not part of the team. Well, actually, he still is part of the team. What does it mean, Rob?
It means coach was in his feelings, and then the boys from upstairs said, pump your brakes, coach.
Slow down,
you
coach.
You deal with X's and O's. We dealing with dollars and cents.
No,
all he did was walk out. He was mad.
You deal with X's and O's, and we deal with Jimmy and Joe's. That's what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? You coach the team and sit your tail down. Shut up.
Sit down. You talking a little bit too much.
Talking too much with your chest, homie.
Hey, look. They didn't release this man for a reason. They can put all that stuff they want out there and see about, hey, we talking to the NFL on one. No. They trying to go back to back. They trying to pull a Drake, brother. I'm just trying to tell you, they trying to go back to back. And Antonio gonna be suited up come playoffs.
Some of their wide receivers are hurt anyway. See, that's what happens. See, that's leaving the back door open. Well, some of the wide receivers are hurt anyway. And, me and Bruce Arians, that's what you see AB say in a couple of weeks. Me and Bruce Arians, we had a chop. Sat down, we ate some steak. We had what you call them? Hashed out our differences. All of a sudden, Tom Brady, me and TB12 talked it out. I'm gonna come back on a part-time basis or whatever. They'll leave it open because you know what? At the end of the day, all these NBA, NFL, MLB, MLS, the main goal is to win. And AB, although he may be, I ain't gonna say crazy, but may have a couple of issues going on upstairs, and he may be mentally ill a little bit, he's a very good football player at the end of the day.
Check this out, man. No, this is his career, bro. Like, he did this in Pittsburgh. He did it with Patriots. But this is the biggest thing about the Patriots and then him coming over to Tampa. Tom Brady vouched for that man.
This is true.
Tom didn't get on there and say, I'm done with him. This is what Tom says. We all care about him, and we want him to have the best help that he can possibly get. Come on, man. Tom knows. I need Gronk. I need Brown.
Yep.
And I can do this again. Now, the other thing, Glenn Murray just said it. It's a stipulation in his contract. You know what that is? $3.5 million.
All right. All right. And you know why he got so mad? No, it's not mental health. Let me just say this. I'm not saying he don't have mental health issues. Here was the issue. Coach say, I'm gonna sit you down. And I was a couple of passes away from getting $333,000 for the rest of my contract. And that, when you act a whole donkey, when you about to get all this money, and all of a sudden they tell you, I'm going to sit you down because because he said, look, man, my ankle hurt. I can't go in. Oh, your ankle hurt? All right, then we just going to cut you. And then you think about, man, I ain't finna get this money. I'm gonna jerk this all off and run out. I'm just
Right,
saying,
right.
dog. It's a whole lot deeper than just mental illness. Not saying mental illness ain't real. It's very real, sir. It is very
So
real.
it's
But it's a whole
reminiscent.
lot going on with that situation. It's a whole lot going on.
It's reminiscent of your boy Pete Carroll, what he did to Marshawn Lynch. That's why he threw that interception in the Super Bowl, because they didn't want Marshawn Lynch to get that touchdown.
Now,
Not
want
only
to get the
would
glory. He choked
he
that
would have got the
game.
glory. He would have got the glory, and
The bread.
he would have got an incentive. He would have got the bread. He's
Mhm.
not. Arians is not the first coach to have done this.
They do this stuff,
Where
man.
they sit people down because they know incentive wise. You don't think up top saying, "Hey, I'm not trying to pay this one word, no extra money. Don't take them out."
Yeah, man.
I'm just
On
saying,
that
I'm
note,
just
man.
saying, man.
On
We
that
gotta
note,
keep it pushing.
we'll keep it pushing, man. Let's get into this soapbox.
Soapbox.
Right, big time.
Yes, sir. So we are here with the soapbox segment where we have 2 minutes. You see the numbers like that there, and when the 2 minutes is up, you hear a buzzer like this saying, "Me and Rob gonna go off on whatever it is we want to go off about." And we about to do this. Cortez say I love this portion. Hey, we do too, cause we get it off our chest, brother. But
I gotta make sure my Blue Devil signs are showing up over here.
all right, Deacon Devil, okay. Demon Deacon, nah, that's not
That's
the
DePaul.
Blue Devil.
Hey,
That's-
come on, man! Don't Demon Deacon me. We the Blue Devils. Come on, man. That's DePaul. This is
Same-
sports. Don't curse
same
me out like
conference.
that.
Same conference. Anyway,
Don't
man,
curse
hey,
me out like that, man.
we always let Rob
okay.
go first. Rob, what you got, brother?
All right, on my soapbox, I want to just take this time to give just due to HBCU colleges out there.
All right.
I know Coach Prime brought to the spotlight with things flipping the number one defensive player, Travis Hunter, because in the past it's been just the opposite. HBCU players thinking maybe they can transfer to a Power 5 school in order to get recognition once they get their name on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, HBCU colleges have produced some top NFL players over the years. Here are some of the players. Tennessee Titans, Steve Air McNair. He went to Alcorn State. Denver Bronco, Mr. Skip himself. Shannon Sharp went to Savannah State. Chicago Bears, Richard Dent went to Tennessee State. 49ers, Jerry Rice went to Mississippi Valley State. Chicago Bears, Walter Payton went to Jackson State. In the NFL, there are currently 32 HBCU players in right now. This is a small percentage. This part I do know. But outside of Coach Prime's Jackson State squad playing South Carolina State for the Celebration Bowl this year, the games aren't really televised. Now, I know that the power teams have the big TV contracts, the big sponsorships, and all of those, and the endorsements and all this good stuff. But like the Hall of Famers I mentioned earlier, HBCU sports in general shouldn't be slept on by any stretch of the imagination.
Facts.
With streaming services, the internet, YouTube, and all social media platforms, it's exposure to the lesser known top talent in these HBCU colleges, not just football, but in general. This is what I'll say. I'm looking forward to ESPN, Fox Sports, and any other sports outlet making HBCU games readily available. I'm not knocking the following things that I'm about to say, but if you can broadcast esports games like Madden League, 2K League, Cornhole Championships, where they literally toss a beanbag, and we watching this on ESPN, poker championships, and whatever else you can find to bring the ratings into space, you can put these games on. Show more football, basketball, and not just the track and field from HBCUs. That's my soapbox.
That's a great one. That is a great one because there is so much airtime and space for that.
Yeah.
All right, man. So for my soapbox, I got something a little bit more comical, but it gets on my nerve. You ever heard of these people called doomsdayers? You ever heard of that?
Yes.
I call these people
20 times.
these stupid doomsdayers people. They almost have like doomsday porn, right? And what I mean by that is this. They're always thinking something bad. You ever heard these people be like, yo, man, you know what? Next thing we gonna have is gonna be martial law. You know what I'm saying? You always hear the man, you gotta wear this mask. They can't tell me to put this on my face. Did you ever think they just don't want you to get sick, dummy? You know what I mean? You ain't ever think that, but it's like, man, it's all about control. It's all about this, JB gonna get me. Anyway, I talk about what JB said. He being funny. But, you know what I'm saying? These doomsdayers, man, like they always think about something. This is what sparked this on about me. So I listen to sports talk radio all day long in my headphones. I'm walking around, minding my own business, like Miss Winder say, the Debbie Downers. And they had this thing called My Patriot Supply. It has this old gravelly, no offense, white man talking about, when those days when, the food run out, you want to make sure you got some food in your pantry that you be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like the old dried out food you can add water to because they're expecting a doomsday. And, My Patriot Supply. And if you're a Patriot, don't be offended. If you're a Patriots fan, don't be offended. I'm just saying this what sparked this. So they on my sports show, ruining my sports show, talking about, we're going to run out of food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just expecting the worst. Listen, man, if you always expect the worst, I don't care what spiritual doctrine you're from. There's something to expectation, right? I don't care where you come from. It's like a law. If you always expect the bad, you know what you're going to get, you dummy? Bad. Listen, man, everything ain't going to kill us. Everything ain't going to ruin America. Everything ain't going to take away your civil liberties. You know what you is? You is a sourpuss.
Yeah.
Just salty self. I'm just saying.
Salty sourpuss.
Sap sucker.
Hey. Hey. Hey, I want to answer Glenn.
You big dummy. That's right.
Hey, Glenn, BET did carry it, but the thing is, you got to have not everybody has BET.
Yes, and how many people, non-melanated people, watch BET? It need to be in places where people don't look like us can see it, because it's not. It's sports. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Rev?
What up, Rev? What's up, sir? What's up?
Now, only thing I'm saying is, if you could throw a beanbag, the cornhole, and y'all know I ain't lying, they had the cornhole championship
just this past weekend. I saw it
the other night.
Yes.
And you trying to tell me I can't see a HBCU basketball game?
My man had on some camouflage Crocs on national TV, bro.
On national TV.
Come on,
throwing
dog.
a beanbag in the hole, and I can't watch the HBCU game.
Look, I'm a pro Croc black man. I wear them every single day. Rob will tell you. I ain't got nothing. My dog, you on national TV with some fatigue Crocs on, throwing a bag of beans. And you can't put on some black sports, dog. Come on, man.
Sport. Now, listen, I'm not against beanbag tossing. Look,
me neither.
Anytime you go to certain sports bars, they have the beanbag in the back.
When you go to certain football games, you see the beanbag. It's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
We're not saying nothing is wrong with it. What we're saying is, if you can make time for somebody to throw a sweaty, stanky beanbag with some nasty-looking Crocs on, you can make time to show some of the HBCU basketball games, football games, or whatever. You should be able to show it. And that's all I got to say about that.
Don't interrupt it with what my boy said on some doomsday Debbie Downer stuff.
Bruh, with these man, with your sad sap sucker. Anyway, man, let's get into it, man. Debate feud, man. I'm about to get angry around here. All right, here we go with Debate Fuel. Debate Fuel, we take 7 minutes to talk about. We get talk about subjects at hand. The first subject we're going to get into is Becky Hammon. Becky Hammon was the assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs for about the last 5 or 6 years. She has become the head coach of the Las Vegas Aces. And the question is, should she be an NBA coach? She tried to interview for plenty of jobs. And they kind of messed her around. I saw her do an interview talking about it. She got tired of going back and forth. Should she be able to be an NBA coach? Rob? I know what JB says.
Yeah. This is what
JB shops at My Patriot Supply, too. No, I'm kidding. My boy, don't do that.
I'm almost inclined to agree with JB, only from this standpoint. Do I feel like she should be? Yes. Do I feel like she can be? I'm only going to say no for one reason. Yes, I know she took the Summer League to the championship, I think like 2 or 3 years in a row. But them cats are hungry, and they want to make the squad. Here's the problem with having her there. Sexism hasn't went anywhere. Understand what I'm saying? You have dudes who play ball who makes millions of money who will disrespect that coach if they don't respect her because she's a woman. It's not right. That's not what I'm saying, but it's reality. And I'll leave it at there because I don't want people to think that I'm on some women can't do it, because I believe she can. She's proven that she can. But The reason these owners are doing it, because you got to understand these billionaire owners are still chauvinists, are still sexist, or you know what I'm saying? They don't want it, but they're not going to
Mm-hmm.
put it out there that way. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's just is what it is. But guess what? She's swimming in the money out in Vegas, baby. That's
I
all I'm.
say, yeah, I say this. I agree with your point because some of the owners,
Yeah.
especially NFL, own my Patriot Supply. But it's the same type folks. You know what I'm saying? Kind of the
Right.
old world.
Right.
But I will say this, in the NBA it's very different. There's a lot of younger owners in the NBA. And the
They
young
are.
people, let's see, some of your sons' age, they didn't grow up in the world like we grew up in the
No.
world. So
No,
it's
they
different.
didn't.
They're more open to stuff.
Yeah.
Do I think she can do it? Yes, I think she can do it. Do I think she's
Yeah.
qualified? Yes, I think she's qualified. Do I think it will happen with her?
Absolutely.
Obviously, ain't gonna happen with her, but I think it will happen. And here's why I say that. But I always thought if it would happen, it would be her.
It would be
Because
her.
the man standing on the left of her. I
Yeah.
thought it would be her because she came from up under Pop. She
Yeah.
was his lead assistant. She
Yeah.
wasn't 2 seats over. She was his lead assistant. You know what I'm
Assistant
saying?
coach. Like,
He
when
had
he
the
was
most
out, she
faith
was
in her.
coach.
Right.
Yeah.
And that Pop is a GOAT coach. So I really thought it would have been her. But it could be some of what she said. And she probably didn't want to wait it out, man. But I think she's gonna be an excellent coach. But now it's gonna be harder. Because if she don't win for the Aces, oh no, she won't be no NBA coach. See, she will have to go win some chips now. That's the
Yeah.
problem with this. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but I
Now,
think she has the
she's the
advantage.
highest paid. She's gonna be the highest paid WNBA coach in history. That's great.
Oh yeah.
She got
So
one
am
of
I.
the best players. Aja Wilson plays for them, I believe. She was the MVP a couple of years ago. She has a very good squad. So she has hope. But now because she has become a coach, it won't be just you're a woman. Now it's going to be, okay, now what's your record looking like? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
This
she'll
is
be
what.
the GB and the GM.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. She mess around to be like Doc Rivers was out in with the Clippers, be the coach and the GM. But this is what I will say: anything that Becky needs them women to do for her, they are
they
going
gonna
to
do
run
it.
through a brick wall because
Absolutely.
Becky was a
Absolutely.
dope player.
Oh,
She
yes.
got the tutelage of Pop. She done won some league
She's a
championships,
champion.
but it's still a
She's
champion.
a champion. She's a
across
champion
the
as a
board.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
across the board. I believe high school, college, and WNBA. If I'm not mistaken, did she win in the WNBA?
Oh, so JB said that's part of the deal for her. She the GM too. Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay. Well,
I don't blame her. That's
there
a
you
smart
go.
woman. That's a smart
And
woman.
if she's a GM, guess who she learned from? Pop.
Yes.
So she's gonna be great at what she's doing, man. And
Yes.
do I feel like a woman will finally get it? Eventually, yes, it will happen. But right now, of course, people is. Let's look. The old guard is gonna have to turn for a woman to be able to come and coach into the NBA, and that's just the way it is. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, look at broadcasting. Look at
Mhm.
broadcasting in the 80s and the 90s, how the women were. And now look at the women broadcasters that we see on the sidelines. It's
Mhm.
totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's totally different.
Mhm.
So it'll pick up. You know, so I don't think this is a loss. I think it's a game for her.
I think it can happen. And here's this is how she can do it. But her, I'm speaking of her. I believe
Right.
she can do it in particular. Not any woman. Her. And the reason I say her, but like I said earlier, because she was with Pop. 2, if she goes over there and kills it in the WNBA as a GM and coach, definitely her. And then 3, the players are already gonna respect her.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
ain't nobody gonna
Off
get
the
wrong
rip.
with her because they know her. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? Then
Right.
beyond this is what she need to do. I would get a staff full of men though. If I was her, I wouldn't get no staff full of women. If she becomes an NBA coach, get a staff full of men. Because then if a dude get wrong, he gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
wrong to that man. You get what I'm saying?
Check them
You know
out.
what I'm saying? And like,
and I'm sure,
as
I'm
for
sure
the
Becky
stuff
will
like,
check 'em too.
you know, coming in the locker room and all that, man, like the male coaches don't be in there when they all naked neither. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people
Right.
think that she gonna pop in when they naked. Well, the male coach, they wait till they get clean and washed up too. Like they ain't going there to see that. Ain't nobody with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You know,
except for
so-
Dwight Howard.
Now in the WNBA, yes. and I feel sorry for her because in the WNBA, they gonna look at her as food. Because I'm just saying, dog. You know
She
what it
used
is,
to it
though.
though. She grew up in that.
Yeah.
She grew up in
See,
that.
D says get them old heads out of there, man. Then things will change. Look, they gonna
But
die out
that's
anyway.
across
A lot of them dying
that's
out.
across the board. That's across the board in business, in private sector, government,
mean,
whatever.
In the end of the day, the NBA is the most inclusive league ever. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
Look,
It
they
definitely
go
is.
on for everything. So look, bro, I'm not saying it's bad. Her in
Everything.
particular, I have faith in. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yeah.
any woman coach be able to do it, but I have faith in her because the way she came up is the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She paid her
Right.
dues and she came
She
up
did.
under a coach. Look, Pop ain't no slouch to work for, bro.
No.
Pop has so many, as we say, great coaches under his coaching tree. You know, my coach, the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, came from the Spurs. He was under Budenholzer, but then before that, the Spurs. Like all the great coaches, then dealt
Come
with
from
Pop.
under that tree. Yeah.
Yeah, you
come
got to be from under that tree,
bro.
man. So look, I got faith in her just because she's coming up on her. If Pop saw fit to have her, man, hey, she good for Pop, she good for me. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm laughing at. I named the picture Becky, man. It just got me laughing. I should have named her just Miss Hammond or something because the Becky part just got me laughing. Anyway, man.
I'm sorry your name's Becky.
Yeah, I'm sorry your name's Becky. Sorry your name's Karen, like that commercial. My name's Karen. I'm sorry your name's Karen. All right, man. The next one. Are the days of full arenas and stadiums over in sports? What I mean by this, I'm saying because of COVID and because of COVID, we've been at home, which means you always watch everything at home, right? Me and Rob both have big TVs. I think Rob got a bigger one than me, but we both got big TVs. Most people watching this show got a big TV at home. We can watch whatever we want to watch from the comfort of our home, just like movies. Yeah. One of the worst things HBO Max could have did is put out their movies in the theaters and it where I can watch it streaming. Everything that came out, Matrix, I watched it at the house. Wonder Woman, watched it at the house. All these things I'm watching right at the crib.
What up, B?
So, are the days of full arenas and stadiums over in sports? Because, you know, a lot of teams are saying, man, our attendance not that good, you know, because of twofold, COVID and as well because the people ain't got comfortable because of COVID.
Yeah.
What you think, Rob?
Depending on the sport. For our favorite sport, which is the NBA, I feel like that it don't matter. I can watch from home because I can see every angle. I'm not missing a beat. But for those sports like soccer, I'm talking about football, FUTBOL.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The real football is foreign.
Rugby, college football, and even the NFL.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Mm-hmm. Because though they're feeling, it's different feeling a arena compared to a stadium. Mm-hmm. And no, it's nothing like a soccer game with all them people. Like when, you know what I'm saying, when Liverpool playing somebody like that, those days are never going to be over. But for smaller sports, I believe it may be.
I think I don't think it's over for being full in playoff times for all sports. Like I think the NBA playoffs going to be packed. When the playoffs hit, all them joints gonna be packed out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
except
like last
Toronto.
year.
Sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
Toronto. It ain't
except
happening.
Toronto.
But y'all remember last year when the playoffs hit, that's just when the world was starting to open back up because the vaccines were becoming very effective and they was having whole vaccinated sections and all that. Them joints was packed. It looked crazy because we had seen a whole season of empty stadiums or cardboard cutouts, right? So I believe playoffs is gonna be jumping. Football, I think football will always be packed, in the NFL in particular. Football is king. I don't care. Football is just king. Sorry, Glenn. Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, y'all shut down. I saw your Raptors game last night, bro. All I saw was cameramen and towel boys.
Man, I'm glad we already played the Raptors. Anyway, but as for football will always be packed. I don't care. Now, I do think though they're gonna start making stadiums smaller though, for real. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna start making stadiums smaller because of, like I say, regular season stuff ain't gonna be just big. You know, big and full. What up, Tyrese?
What up, Tyrese?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like regular season. Look at the regular season NBA games right now. How many sellouts have you seen for real? When we went to the Grizzlies game, that joint wasn't sold out.
Wasn't sold out at all.
So
matter of fact, we had room around us, and we had some real good seats.
Yeah, man. So I'm just saying, now my team is a small market, but even think of Golden State, which is I think they require you to be even vaccinated to even come up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's still, it ain't going. I just don't think. I think the times are changing. Like I said, for the playoffs, it's gonna be packed. NFL, every playoff game, I think is gonna be slammed. My opinion. Omicron or not, they ain't caring. They gonna be like, look, we outside. the particles could go up or whatever. They're rationalizing in their head. Inside a stadium, man, not a stadium. Inside the arena, where it's gonna go, bro? Like it's germs everywhere.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Baltimore will go when they finally win the playoffs, brother. Go ahead. It's for
Hey man, they had injuries, man. My man been hurt most of the season, and their
Jackson
backup
has
is
been
very
hurt.
good. Hey,
Hey.
what's y'all backup name, Tyrese? The backup quarterback, because I like that.
If you're a true Baltimore fan, you'll answer
what's the backup
this
quarterback name?
within a minute. What's our backup quarterback name?
That's been playing very, very well. That can run and throw that thing. Here he
Hey,
goes.
look.
See, but that ain't the backup quarterback's name.
That ain't the backup.
Huntley, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, he right.
Okay.
Yeah, Huntley nice. He nice, bro, for real. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, Huntley nice for real, bro.
Yeah, Van, we just gonna go ahead and the UK. You talking about the country because you definitely not talking about that team that's been jocking our colors for years. So UK the country. We don't speak that other stuff.
Yeah, Huntley is real. Anyway, man, Huntley real nice, man. I like the way he play. He's very I like dude, man. Like I know he ain't gonna never be the starter at that for the Baltimore Ravens for real, because when their quarterback come back, he gonna still Joe Prime. And next year, somebody gonna pick him up because he nice, man.
Very much so. Very much so.
So last word on this, Rob. What you think, man?
As far as this arenas and stadiums go, like I said, the big time sports that rock a stadium, the college football, NFL, soccer, rugby, and all that, will never go away.
Right,
it's just tradition. But arenas, like you said, maybe just playoff time.
Yeah, that's what I think, man. That's what I think. I think just playoff times is gonna be. That's when it's gonna when you'll see it packed out. Not any other time, man. Too much going on. You know what I'm saying? And look, TVs and stuff wasn't like this when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I'm saying? I got memories of going. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, so I got memories of going to Memphis State basketball games and football games and NBA games before the Grizzlies was there. But I go to. They had the exhibitions and all that. I got memories of doing all that because, we couldn't catch the TV. So you got to go there. You know what I mean? But right now, man, man, I watch these games. I feel like I'm at the game. Krista tell you, for real. Streaming services will raise their prices. Of course they will. Of course they will.
Yeah, they
doing
keep
it
now.
Look at YouTube.
They doing it now.
YouTube lost something. Man, they messed around and lost ESPN. It was bad out there, dog.
Yeah, they
got
them back
everybody.
Quick.
It wasn't nothing to get cut off, dog, and they got cut off. I had already kind of stopped fooling with them.
I left them alone, brother. You only got to lose ESPN once for me. I ain't going back. You cheated.
Miss Wine to say one TV and we watched what Mama wanted to watch. Talk to him, D. For real. Hey. Did you see Penny when he was at Memphis State? Yes, I did. Yes. But yeah, man. So we're gonna move on to the next one, brother. Let's see. The next one, what we got? This is a doozy. This is for my team. I really started out to do this, but it is a national story right now, so it's not so much me being a homer. Because every time you watch ESPN, everybody talking about it. And this was Rob's idea. It was not my idea.
I will say this was my idea so that y'all don't think that he being a homer.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
So the last one, is Ja Morant an all-star or superstar? Is Ja Morant an all-star or a superstar? Rob?
He's neither one yet. Hopefully by February he'll be an all-star. And once he becomes an all-star and I see his team win a playoff series just out the first round, I believe he's a superstar in the making. Because Ja, like James just said, is a beast. Like this, hey man, my man said last night on his post-game interview, I ain't scared of nobody. I don't care if you 7'7" or whatever, I'm coming at you. Right there shows me he got the heart of a lion. He reminds me of Allen Iverson, man. Like that heart that AI had at that height, except he's a lot more athletic than Allen Iverson was. Flat out. Go ahead, see.
Now, I'm the biggest Ja Morant fan ever. I'm looking for son. Rob gave me son, and I can't find it right now. All right, here we go.
That one word. I was gonna say that one word and threw it under the thing.
Listen, I'm a true Grizzlies fan. Rob got this. One of his people made this for me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Rob made this for me. Look, I am a total Grizzlies fan. Anybody that knows me already know that. Listen, is Ja Morant an all-star? Yes, he will be an all-star this year. He should be honestly, in my opinion, he should be a starter. He may not be a starter, but he should be. His production have added up. Is he a superstar? No. And should he be? To me, is he a superstar? Absolutely. But in the world of NBA, is he a superstar? No. But I will say this though, he has all the makings of a superstar. Because whenever y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, Ja said a fan was like, man, you need to sit down. We started losing when you came back. It was on every sports show. That's what happens to superstars, right? It was some old brickhead fan that just said something stupid. You know what I mean? You know, some dumb fan said it. So that's what superstars do. So media-wise, it's all set up. But he gotta make some accomplishments. I love my guy, and I want to see he need to win a series. And they need to win it because of him. And if they win a series, it will be because of him. Now, one thing that didn't help his case is when he got hurt, my team went 10-2 without him. Now, what it means is that we have a great GM that got a lot of talent in there. But to the outside people that don't know him, they're going to be like, well, I mean, if you so good, why they ain't lose when you went down? Well, they ain't lose because we got a lot of good players on our team. You may not know them, but they some very good players. So, will he be an all-star? Absolutely, he's going to be an all-star. It would be a travesty. And he's going to be an all-star. Should he start? Yes. Will he start? Probably not. Go ahead, bro.
If he's not an all-star, it's reminiscent of LeBron. Remember when they wasn't letting rookies into the all-star game, and LeBron didn't make it his first year because he was a rookie? That's the type of foolery that'll be if he's not an all-star.
That would have been that goes for him last year. Because he had all-star number last year, but we wasn't as good last year. Let's see. So anyway, my brother Kev said yes. Ja's a beast. Yes, yes, yes. Dirty about that. Yep. Now, Kev has a different perspective. Why? Because we give his team a real challenge. We really want one of the few teams to really give Golden State a real challenge. It's crazy because we're not better than Golden State, but it's a matchup thing. I know that. But he got the heart. Tyrese say, look, I don't do basketball like that, but LeBron is the best player out there. Mic drop. Yes, but this is not about LeBron. We already knew that. Duh. You know, no hate, Tyrese. No hate, brother. But we knew that, and he's not really right. I don't think he's the literal best right now. Anyway,
not right now. But this is what he say.
Answer the
what
question.
Van
said he hasn't made the All-Star team because he hasn't selected the team. Exactly. He said define superstar. Good question. Go ahead, Rob.
I define a superstar like this. It's like I said, once he wins a playoff series and he puts a team on his back, this winning streak winning during the regular season means absolutely nothing if you're going to only make it to a play-in game.
Yep.
If you're only going to make it to the first round and get swept.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I have to see things. I have to see you produce some things in order to be a superstar. I'm trying to think of superstar like Russell Westbrook is a superstar. Has he won a championship? No. But I saw Russell do superstar type thing. I can't use Giannis anymore but Giannis, before he won a championship, was a superstar. The stuff that he was doing.
Yes,
so you don't have to have rings in order to be considered a superstar, obviously. But once Ja becomes an all-star, for one, you can't be a superstar if you're not an all-star.
Absolutely not.
If you're an all-star starter, then you definitely can be a superstar.
Yes.
But I'm not looking for it from championship. You don't have to have championship for that to be a criteria for you to be a superstar in my book. What's your definition, C?
I'm put up. Glenn said Dylan Brooks, the Canadian, held it down. This is facts. Dylan Brooks is a Canadian, and he's a goon. I like Dylan Brooks. Love Dylan. I agree with everything you said. Exactly right. Like a superstar and the outside, the media part. Like you gotta have. Like listen. Who's somebody that? What's the guy that played with Giannis? The other guy.
Middleton.
Middleton, right? Middleton has great numbers, right?
Yeah.
He has superstar type numbers. He's not a superstar. You also have to you gotta have a charismatic stuff about you too. That's part of it. Like it's not the only part, but it's part of it. Like Giannis don't talk the best, but he has a way about him. You dig what I'm saying? Steph is great. He's the best shooter ever. He has the flair. He has the dribble. He also smiles. He also has, you know what I'm saying? All that matters. LeBron, like LeBron. Not only is LeBron great, he knows how to work that camera. Like my man here, I love Ja. Ja is great on social media. He ain't that great on camera yet. He got to learn that. He got to learn what to do when he get on the camera. You know what I mean? He's great on little interviews and serious about the sports, but I'm talking about you got to know how to hug the baby, hug the people and kiss the babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to kind of be a politician out here. Dame, same way. Dame is great. He's great player. He knew how to do what he had to do to become a star. All that is part of it. But
Yeah.
everything Rob said, and you got to know how to work the media. You got to know how
Like-
to work the media.
You brought up Dame. I'm a just to answer your question in my opinion,
Yeah.
V. C.J. McCollum is an all-star. He's not a superstar, but he's a
Right.
darn good player.
But he's never been an all-star. He should be.
You know what I'm saying? He should be.
Yeah. Yeah. So like LeBron carrying the last 7 games. Like LeBron is
Yeah.
is beyond all-star.
That was
superstar.
almost a topic. Yeah, that was
LeBron
almost a
legendary.
topic, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LeBron is legendary. You know what I'm saying? Y'all excuse me. So y'all thinking so y'all talking
flat
about
out.
his brand overall. Yeah, brand and all of it is encompassing when it comes to superstar, man. Like act like it ain't important. It's important. You think
Your
Dame is a
brand-
superstar?
your
Yes,
brand
Dame is
makes
a
you-
superstar.
You got to
Yes,
understand,
Dame is.
superstar is more than just a basketball court, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
He said
you want to talk,
borderline.
he feel like he borderline. Oh,
How?
I feel this is what I'll say to you, Glenn. I feel like Kawhi is an all-star. I don't feel like Kawhi is a superstar. That's my opinion. He's a great player, but I wouldn't call Kawhi a superstar. Right now, if I wouldn't have mentioned Kawhi Leonard's name, I guarantee nobody
Yeah.
would have brought that man's name up. If I would have said, "Name me 5 superstars right now,"
I
you
can't,
would
I
not
can't
have
do it,
said
dog.
Kawhi.
I can't do
You
it.
would not
dog.
have said Kawhi.
I can't do. Now I would not have said Kawhi. Kawhi is the one weird person that does not have charisma that works as charisma. It is so stupid because he's so
That's
boring.
his laugh.
It's popular because his laugh he did up there in Toronto made him. That's his charisma that he's boring. You know what I'm saying? But
Kind of like Tim Duncan.
Kawhi stamp, man. I'm tell you why. Kawhi's took 2 teams to a championship, dog. Like
He
I can't. Kyrie is a superstar, but he's
Yeah.
not on the. But he's not a mega. I know that we got
Okay.
weird definitions, man. Like there's basketball superstar that's like mega star, right?
My question to you, C, and not because I brought his name
All right,
up. If I told anybody
What up,
on
Chief?
here,
What up,
what up, Titan? If I told anybody on here, give me your top 5 superstars in the league, nobody would have said Kawhi or Kyrie. I
No.
guarantee you,
No.
them names when they came out to
No.
maybe not even top 10.
No. Hey, off the
wouldn't have
head
thought
right
about
now.
him.
Let's do this before we get up out of here. Who's the top 5 superstars for you right now?
Steph Curry,
Yep.
Giannis,
Let's go.
LeBron.
Yep.
Shoot, now I'm stumped. Oh, Kevin Durant,
Uh-huh.
and I can't even give you my 5th one right now.
Top 5. I'll go. Go ahead, bro.
Maybe, and that's only because I'm looking at this picture. Them 4, I can't even give you my 5th right now.
I go Bron, Giannis,
Yep.
Steph, obviously.
Yep.
Stop Steph at the top of the heap right now.
Yep.
KD.
Yep.
My 5th one, Chris Paul. I love my guy. Chris Paul, another level. I love my guy, right? He's not there yet. He on the way though. But Chris Paul though, that's my number 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why nobody will say Chris Paul because they
People
don't
don't like him.
understand the type of numbers Chris Paul is putting up, bro. It's crazy at the age
Chris
that he's
Paul
at. Yeah,
had
man.
the Oklahoma City Thunder with the exact same, almost the same players that's on there now after he left, fighting in almost 2 second round of playoffs because of him. That's a leader,
Yeah.
dog. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
All right, man.
and it looked like they'll be back. It looked like the Warriors and the Suns will be in the Western Conference Finals if they keep going the way they going.
Let's hit this
and
one
Klay
word
coming
of the day,
back.
man, because I smell my dinner
let's get
cooking.
it.
So,
Just
y'all about to get up out of here, man. Let's get to the one word of the day.
go eat.
What's up? It's AI The Anomaly, and I'm here with Not the Same Podcast. So y'all better stay tuned and stay locked in.
This one word. No. Shout out to our sis AI The Anomaly with the
AI.
drop. You know what I'm saying? We got love for the sis. All right, man. The one word of the day is Mr. Antonio Brown. If you did not hear, now, I was looking for some pictures. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about, what's the best picture for Antonio Brown? And I ain't want to do the brother bad because most of the pictures had him with a shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
On the sideline of the game.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean?
No, not the football game. The Nets Memphis game.
That's why I should have showed. Yeah, you went there and saw, my man do that crazy dunk. But anyway, The one word of the day this week is Antonio Brown. Now, this has been a very volatile situation. You know, when I saw it, I told Rob. Rob was working. I said, bro, I'm telling you who it is right now. I text Rob. I said, man, just Google it. Right? What happens is, you know, coach come over there, ask him to come in the game. He said, look, coach, you know, my leg hurt, man. I can't go back in the game. So you saying you're not coming back in the game? No, I ain't going back in the game. So Bruce Arians like that, well, you done, man. You off the team. And he's like, all right, bet. And he get mad and gets to thinking about it. So he kind of makes a public display of, since I'm off the team, I'm going to take my jersey off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to run out. I'm going to throw peace to the crowd and throw the deuces. I'm out. He threw his jersey in the stands, made it very dramatic. That was another wide receiver. I think it was Godwin, tried to calm him down. Hey, man, calm down. Chill out. Do this after the game. No, he did his spectacle and rolled out. Right. Anybody with a right mind know he's wrong for that. Now, is it crazy that the coach, I'm not going to say what SMDH means, but y'all know what that means. And I agree with you, Van. Shaking my darn head. I agree with you. Or whichever way you want to say it, I agree. So, yeah, it was very clownish. Now, it's been made clear to a lot of people that Antonio Brown has some mental health issues. Now, people that have mental health issues have spoken up, man. Y'all not thinking about the mental health side because they relate to the mental health. They got mental health issues. Listen, dog. Yes, we understand that his mental health should be taken care of. Yes, we also understand that they probably have tried to give him some treatment. He's been doing some goofy clown stuff. Let's remember, he is the one that got suspended for having a phony vaccination card. Did we forget? That happened this year, right?
Yeah,
also,
a couple of weeks ago.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, is that his mental health or he just being a one word? It might be a little bit of both. Who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to get vaccinated. There's a whole lot of people that don't want to get vaccinated. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I get it. I understand. But, hey, you got to be held accountable for what you do, fam. It just is what it is, bro. So, is he the one word of the day? Yes. Is mental health important? Yes, it's important. But sometimes you just do dumb stuff, dog. That was dumb. You can be mentally healthy. Your mentals can be bad. You think this is the first time this year he's been mad? No, it ain't the first time he's been mad. He been mad a bunch of times. How many other times have he took off his jersey and ran out? Once.
Hey, bro. This is, you know what this reminds me of? So
what is it?
C may not relate to this, but for everybody who used to club, you always had that one cousin or partner who would get mad, say, pull the car over, I'm walking home. And then turn around and ask somebody else for a ride to get back home. Or this is what this one word did when he got to the locker room. He went to the state troopers and said, hey, can you give me a ride to the airport?
Or
they told him no.
Or the other situation. Yep, y'all ever hoop with one person that got mad, they ain't get no calls, they couldn't hit no shots, and then they literally take their ball and go home? Yeah. Y'all ever seen that? We've all played with them, man. I ain't playing no more. And everybody hooping with their balls. They just take the ball, go home. Ain't nobody playing. Or you seen dudes get mad, they kick the ball in the stands. Ain't nobody gonna play, you know?
Or kick it in the creek, depending on where you live at. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Throw it over the fence or whatever. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, Glenn say it's not mental health. He just loves attention. I'm just saying. Then Miss Winder says, seriously, he may need some help, but he is the one that has to want and accept it. Yes.
That's a true statement. That's a true statement. But like we said in the first...
Wifey says, sorry, sourpuss. That's my wifey.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. The Bucks are the ones that's gonna say sorry. He's gonna say sorry, and he's gonna be back on that field. I'm telling y'all right now, like that was both of them got in their feelings through some temper tantrums, him and the coach. And Brady, I'm telling they didn't went back. So Tom or however, Tommy, what are we gonna do? I need him to suit up if y'all expecting me to do this again. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with what Van said. Yes, he definitely looked like he was in distress, and his courtside seats, fresh off of walking out on his team. Yeah. So he didn't even leave New York. He went to the Grizzlies and
Brooklyn in the Brooklyn game.
In the Brooklyn game with you know, he was chilling. Listen, man.
After asking for a ride to the airport, that's think about that,
man. Sometimes people do stupid stuff. You ain't not doing mental health. You just did something stupid. Anybody can do something stupid.
We all do.
You can do something stupid and still have mental health problems. Both can exist. It's not always, I think sometimes in our society we love to use things as a crutch, or we relate to something and we fight for it because we relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But look, dog, in your right mind or not, you was dumb to take off your jersey. That has never happened in the NFL.
Brother, it was what, 10 degrees out there?
One, you crazy for that. It's 10 degrees. You in New York City? New York City?
New York City.
And take your clothes off. You know what I'm saying? He just said my shirt off. He thought some more teams were going to start choosing. I got a button for that.
No.
Anyway, let's see. Bruce Arians has gone back too many times already with AB. Wouldn't be surprised he's back by the playoffs. I believe
He will be.
I believe
He
it.
will be. Listen, he's
Tomlin,
under
hold
contract.
on,
It's too much guaranteed money behind that.
Right. Tomlin didn't check him with the Steelers. Now we had this mess. Tomlin let him run wild. Tomlin didn't do good with him. I can't say that. Tomlin didn't do good with him, but that's not Tomlin's problem right now. D says it's about that almighty dollar. They'll take him back to go to the Super Bowl. Exactly.
Dag right.
You got that right. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man. We're
Let's
going to go to Rob's favorite part of the show.
Have you ever thought, I enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? You can hit our Cash App up, #, Not the Same Podcast, or you can go to the website, notthesamepodcast.com/support. We want to thank y'all. This is our first show of the new year, so Happy New Year to all of y'all. This is the first show. We appreciate everybody tuning in, the ones that commented, the ones that just secretly sneaking peeks.
We
Come
see
back
you.
next week. We see you. Hit that like, subscribe button. Tell your folks. We know just a little bit about sports. You know what I'm saying?
Something.
And we get better. We do our research and want to make sure that we're giving you guys facts and not just all opinion. So that is how you could support the Not the Same Podcast.
All right. I'm C. Micah.
I'm Rob Berdeen.
Look, we'll be back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with another Not the Same Podcast. Salute to everybody that come through, man. We love y'all. We love y'all. And yes, Van,
man,
I agree
love
with you. Ms. Winder, should I expect my $10.99? Hey, you might. Van say he needs an old-fashioned whooping. That'll change his whole testimony. Hey, brother, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, but it's going to take one of them linemen to do it.
Yeah, man. On that note, man, we're going to see y'all tomorrow night. We out.
Strength, so we gave us the power, so we